Guys, welcome in. This is a little bit different from the morning show because I am actually on vacation, so I'm not here right now. So you're seeing me in the past. But let's get into some stuff. So there's a couple of things that I never get to answer on the morning show because I'm busy with the news and then I'm just answering your guys' stock questions. But there's important things that I want you guys to look at. And one of the biggest things is that when people join the Bid and Ask Nation or they don't join the Bid and Ask Nation, the mistake that they make is what are the biggest mistakes that early traders make? And the biggest one that we can see that always happens is that people are trading too soon. We see it every single day in the Bid and Ask Nation, and it's one of those things that we are trying to drive the mentality that I always like to say you're 30 years old. You have not made a trade in 30 years. What is another 3 extra months of actually learning how to trade versus what 3 more months on to 30 years? What's the big deal? There's no rush to get into this. The market is never going away. It's going to stay there, and why don't you get into it when you're ready? So the biggest thing for me is get into it when you're ready and go ahead and paper trade first. What that means is pull up an Excel sheet, pull up TD Ameritrade has paper trading, Interactive Brokers has paper trading. Go ahead and do those things and trade fake money. When I was 14 years old, that's how I started. I started trading fake money, and now I'm here where I am today. But every single successful person goes through and they paper trade. That is very important for you guys. Understand that's how you start building your emotion. It becomes a little bit more emotional with real money, but the more confident you are in the rules that I teach you, the better off you're going to be because you're going to understand, I did this on paper, I can do this with real money as long as I follow those same rules. Next thing. People get in and out of stocks too early. I see it all the time in the day trading channel especially. People go in and they'll make 1/10 or 0.2%. And yes, it's a successful trade because you made a little bit of money. But in reality, you're not letting the full candlestick develop. So when I want you guys to go and look at the Trading 101 series and understand what the candlesticks are and what engulfing candlesticks are, volume, etc. When people are exiting on beautiful looking engulfing candlesticks, when you have a candlestick that is in the midst of forming like this, and it is going up, 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 and the next one you have just continues to go, people will exit right here because they'll see maybe a little tiny pullback on their price. And they say, oh, I got to get out. Next thing you know, this candle completely fills out, takes out the previous one right here, and you have a wonderful trade that you missed the whole thing on. So again, it goes back to paper trading. I need you guys to paper trade and get the emotion right. And that is what is going to make you guys the most successful traders. Even over here, when you're doing long-term trades, this is Alibaba. Adding on a great engulfing candlestick and not adding right here. It's important to know when to add and more importantly, when not to add. So getting in, getting out at the right times is something that we can definitely teach you in the Bid and Ask Nation. I think it was 2 weeks ago, I did an entry point, exit point seminar. It was like at 9:35 in the morning, and we spent about 30 minutes going on when to enter, when to exit, and how to maximize your gains and minimize your losses. Lastly, most important, if not the most important, not having rules to follow, going into this blindly. I have seen so many people on YouTube, so many people throughout my life that they want to be day traders, they want to be long-term traders, and they have no rhyme or reason to do anything that they are doing or not doing. Rules and process is something that we teach so much here, and it's because it works over a long period of time. My returns over the past, 18 years have probably been in the 12 to 13% range. That's because I stick to the same process every time. Am I going to have my winners that get me 40% on a stock? Yes. Am I going to have my losers that lose me 5%? Yes. But over time, I'm trying to beat the market by just a little bit. When it comes to these people that just go and grab every hype stock you possibly can and hope that it goes up, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what rules to follow. They don't look at the proper stochastics. They don't know what engulfing candlesticks are. They don't look at the bid and ask difference. There's a lot of people that get in there, and this bid and ask difference is very, very underrated. There's a lot of manipulation that you can see in a stock. Perfect example right now is Camping World. I'm looking at Camping World, and there's always a 20-cent spread between price at the current moment. That means that the market maker and the buyers are completely not in sync with what the price should be. That means there's a little manipulation there. That's when people go in, they don't have any rules to follow, and everybody always says, when I buy a stock, it pulls back right away. Look at your bid and ask difference. That's part of your rules. That is where you will become a much more successful trader from a long-term perspective and a short-term perspective. So that's it for this video. I want you guys to watch this a couple times, understand what I'm saying, and if you want to learn more about this, please join the Bid and Ask Nation. $76 a month right now. If you want to do a one-on-one session with me after you do a deeper dive and you're really serious about this, especially for those of you that want to do this for a living, you can do a one-on-one Zoom session with me right now. But this is the best place to be for trading, especially on YouTube, because there is so much crap out there. You guys have a great day. I'll see you next week.